Hello, Great Golf. So today we're going to look into tariffs, and this is a question from mock exam, Eastern Cape, September 2023. Okay, so what is a tariff? So a tariffs are charged per measuring unit. So today we're going to look into water tariff. Okay, and in this example, you must know that water tariff uses what you call a sliding scale. A sliding scale is the more water you use, the more costly it's gonna be, because it's supposed to save water. It's actually meant to save water. That's why you see here, if you use less water, you charge less. If you use more water there, if you exceed a certain number of kiloliters, you actually charge a higher amount. Okay, so let's look at our example here. Currently, there is a very serious water shortage in Nelson Mandela Bay district. Dams are running dry, and therefore the responsible use of water is very important. Table 5 below shows the Nelson Mandela Bay regular tariffs for normal water available, as well as tariffs that are applicable during a water shortage. So here is what we have. And what you always need to understand is to know that in each category that you have, you must know the number of liters. You must know number of kiloliters that are charged a certain amount. So for example, here, if you want to find number of kiloliters that are charged 20 rand 81 cents, you must say 0.3 minus 0 is going to give you 0.3. Then if you are to say 0.5 minus 0.2, you see that in this category here, you're charged 0.2 kiloliters are charged, 31 rand 80. Then if you continue there, you will see that 0.8 minus 0.5 is going to give you 0.3 kiloliters that are charged at 63 rand 60. Now, why am I telling you this? Because you must know each category, how many kiloliters are charged a certain value. Now, from there, you will check the amount of that you are supposed to calculate for. Then you see if it exceeds any of what you have in this category, then it's going to help you. So let's look at this question here. Use the information given in table 5 and another question that follow. Write down the maximum number of kiloliters of water that a customer can use per day in step 1. So in step 1, you can see that the maximum number of kiloliters here is 0.3 kiloliters. So our answer there is 0.3 kiloliters. Okay, that's the maximum number of kiloliters. Now, calculate the amount of VAT. Okay, now amount of VAT paid per kiloliter in step 3 during during normal water available. Now here we have got tariff during water shortage. So you have water shortage here, then you also have when water is available. So it's normal when water is available, and you can also see that the value that you're given here, this value here is VAT exclusive, and this here is VAT inclusive. So it's always good to understand what are these, what does this mean? So if we are talking of VAT exclusive, you know that this amount is your 100%. Your 100% amount. And if you're talking of VAT inclusive, now we are saying you have included the 15%. You have added 15%. So this amount now is actually 115%, because you have added 15% to the 100%. That's what we call a VAT inclusive amount. Now, always when you're looking now, for example here, calculate the amount of VAT paid per kiloliters in step 3. So here in step 3 here, we can see that we are looking at normal water available. So normal water available, we are looking at 28 rand 96. And what is this amount? It's VAT inclusive. So it's actually the 115%. So what do we need to get here? We need to first get the VAT, exclusive, in order for us to get the VAT that was calculated, the 15%, the actual value that was actually paid for. Now, how do we do that? We are going to say, okay, we need to first find the VAT exclusive in this case. So in this case, we're going to say VAT exclusive. So it's going to be VAT exclusive. Exclusive is going to be 100, because we are looking for 100%. So 100% over 115 times 28 rand 96. Now, when we come to our calculator there, we can see that I've find it in the calculator there. So it's 115 over 100, 100 over 115, sorry, times 28.96 is giving us 25 rand, what called 25 rand, okay, 18. Okay, so this is the VAT exclusive. How do we get the VAT amount? So here to calculate the VAT amount, okay, VAT amount, we're going to say your VAT inclusive minus VAT exclusive. So in this case here, it's VAT inclusive is 28 rand. So 28 rand, 96 minus 25 rand, 18 for 18 cents. So here, what we get there, let's see what we get. Okay, so we're going to say 28 rand, 96 minus 25 rand, 18. Then what we get? We get 3.78. So the VAT here that was calculated, that was what is it? Paid here is 3 rand 78 cents. So that's how we get that. Now let's go to the next question. Now the next question is saying, Mr. Radolf claims that if they use 0.73 kiloliters of water per day while there is water shortage. So we're looking at water shortage here. We're going to use water shortage. He pays less than 30 rand per day, including VAT. So in this case here, we are looking at a VAT inclusive, but in this case, we are given VAT exclusive. So it's always good to note that. Now, is Ms. Radolf claim valid? Show all calculations in your answer. So now in this case here, we're going to say, okay, we need to calculate the cost of the water that was used in here. So cost of water that was used. So we have 0.73. So now we're going to use the first one here. We know that in the first one, we're going to say 0.3 kiloliters times 20 rand, 81, because we have got total of 0.3 kiloliters in the first step. Now, what does that give us? Then we go down here, we're gonna say 0, remember we said if we say 0.5 times 0.3, we're gonna get 0.2. So 0.2 times 31.80. Then we calculate the answer there. Now, what we see is that 0.73 is actually below 0.8. So it means that if it lies between 0.5 and 0.8, we're going to say 0.73 minus the minimum what you call value there that we have there in that category, in that step. So we're going to say, in this case here, we're going to say 0.8, not 0.8, sorry, 0.73 minus 0.5. Okay, what we get here is what we're going to multiply by 63.60. That's what we have. So in this case here, if we say 0.73 minus 0.5, we're going to get 0.23. So here, if we say 0.73 minus 0.5, we get 0.23. So here is 0.23 times 63.60. Okay, then what we get there? Let's see what we get there. Okay, so here is what you get. So if you punch your calculator, I think this is what you're getting, and this is what we get as a total. So if you're adding everything, you're going to get this. But remember, this is VAT exclusive. This is VAT exclusive. So now we need to get VAT inclusive because they're saying including VAT. How do we get VAT inclusive? Remember, we're going to say 115 over 100, okay, times, because we're looking at a bigger value here, times 27.231. Okay, what do we get there? So if we say this amount that we get here times 115 over 100, okay, that's what we get. We get 31.32. So we're getting 31.32. 2. So 31,32 rand, that is going to be paid. And now, is the statement valid? The statement is not valid because he's going to pay more than that. So here he's supposed to pay 31,30, and he is saying he's going to pay less than 30 rand, and this is above. So the statement here is invalid. Okay, so it's always also good to conclude that the statement is invalid. Okay, it's always good to do that, that the claim is invalid after finding your value. Okay, now give a reason why Mr. Radolph family is likely to use more water during December 2023. What do we know about December? December have got holidays. So December is holiday time. So we expect actually Ms. Radolph to be home most of the time. So here we are saying it's because what you call is because of holidays. It's holidays. You will be home most of the time. And also people visit during this time. So visitors. It is visitors also using the water. So here we are saying when you've got visitors and also you are always home during what called the holiday. So here is actually what you need to understand. So master this, always check in each category how many kiloliters are charged a certain value. Then in that case also you won't be having a problem. And when you look at your value, check where your value fit, where does it fall under. So in this case here 0.73, it falls under step 3, which is category 3, and we know that it's not exceeding the maximum 0.8. So we just say that amount minus the minimum amount to find the last what call kiloliters that are used in that category. But the rest here, you're just gonna use full kiloliters that are in that category. Okay, thank you so much. Until next time.